Okay, it says we're live. My name is Paige Williams, and I'm the executive producer of the International Documentary Challenge, going into its 10th year. And this year we did a spinoff called Fusion Doc Challenge, where films will premiere at Slamdance, and the films from Doc Challenge always have a great premiere at Hot Docs. And with me today, I have Jill-Ann Spitzmiller of Documentors, one of our regular Doc Challenge sponsors. Oh, and who's that?
My cat, Zoe.
And Amanda Herman will be joining us, a Doc Challenge winning filmmaker, and also the Slam Dance Festival director, Anna Germaniti will join us in a little while too. So Jillian, let's go ahead and get started and kind of talk about your involvement with Doc Challenge, how you came to Doc Challenge. We'll start there.
Yeah, I think it was a few years ago. Was it Doug White? He was running it. He came to me because of Documentors and asked if we would be interested in being a sponsor. And I thought it is such a great idea. The whole concept, I really loved it. You know, sometimes we just like, it's so hard to make a film. You know, it takes so long to make a film. And the idea of just sort of just banging one out really appealed to me, and the challenge of the parameters of that. So we came on board as a sponsor, and with that became judges, and we've been doing it, I don't know, maybe this is our 4th or 5th year, and this year we were really psyched to be able to offer a cash award.
Yeah, that's awesome. We really appreciated it. So tell us a little bit about the value that you see that the Doc Challenge offers filmmakers.
Well, number one, I think opportunities for filmmakers are always really great. You know, anytime there's a situation where an award is offered, or cash, or anything for your sort of creative efforts, I really appreciate that. So I appreciate that Doc Challenge and Fusion are offering that to filmmakers. And what I love about Doc Challenge is it's totally egalitarian. You know, like there's no anybody can join it. You know, anybody can try, and anybody can break through and emerge as, you know, and show their talent. So I love that, and I also love the great platform that you give these finalists, you know, at Hot Docs, through POV, now at Slam Dance. So I can't remember exactly your question. I hope that answered it, but
absolutely. And tell us about the film that Documentors chose as the film that you thought was done the best, and why you chose that film, and what you think makes a great Doc Challenge film.
Yeah, so last year it was really hard. It was such a tough choice. I know we're hoping a couple filmmakers come on the Hangout who did amazing films. We chose Bruise Ballet, and it was a film out of Poland, and the film is about basically a wrestling coach. I hope I get it right in terms of the cultural aspects, but and it's a woman, and she's a very sort of unexpected character. And the reason I loved the film is that in a very short window of time, you get a really deep sense of who she is, and also it's not just done through interviews and kind of B-roll footage. It's done through true verite footage, which I think is tough for beginning filmmakers. You know, to really, it seems so effortless on the surface when you see it done well, but to do good verite takes a lot of skill and a lot of you know, just mastery. And so I felt like the film not only was a beautiful, deep, and poignant and funny portrait, but it showed that through really strong verite and through story. So, you know, a lot of times these short films, you'll just see a great portrait, and it's a portrait that's really well done. But the thing that really put this film apart from the others was that verite aspect. So the story of the film is that you meet this coach, and the way it's edited is so brilliant because things are just revealed bit by bit. So it keeps you watching, and then you're like, oh my God, and then oh my God. And so it's revealed that you don't get this right away, but she has a female student that she's really mentoring. It's like her prodigy. So you get to see this female student go through a match, and you see the relationship between them, and you know, it's all within like 5 or 7 minutes. It's really creatively filmed, you know, really solid camera work, good sound, great editing. I just thought it was overall amazing. Yeah.
I just took over Doc Challenge last fall, and the ones, I'll just say this as a tip for filmmakers, the ones that really rose to the top were the films that didn't have much sit-down interviews. Like you said, Verite, it was following a character through their action, through their day, revealing a little bit at a time, and also, I have to say, what I was so impressed with about these films that were made in 5 days that kind of rose to the top was the cinematography was absolutely out of this world and really powerful. I was thinking about one in particular, Hammer and the Axe. You know, it's this
Oh yeah.
this
Cool.
mentee in this shop in Minnesota, and it's cold, and they're just doing their thing, and it was just so simple and so beautiful. And then, of course, Amanda's film. And that's in one case where the character, to just see her character and talking about his life was extremely powerful. And I think in that situation, having a character that I don't know, Amanda was able to direct it in such a way that you were just absolutely drawn in to who the character is, and sitting there with him was the experience of the film, so it made sense. The film Nobody Loves Joel Romeo that won best. Hey, Anna. Hey. This is Anna. Anna, pronounce your last name for me. I always ruin it.
It's meeting.
Thank you. Anna is the festival director for Slam Dance.
Wow.
We're happy that you're here.
Thank you.
And then Jillian with Documentors is on with us, and then Amanda is also on with us, but she's on the Q&A. She couldn't get her. We couldn't figure out how to get her to join in with us. But I'll just finish this, and then we'll go to Slam Dance. So the film that was chosen the best film from last year's Doc Challenge, it follows this wonderful character, Joel Romeo, as he just kind of goes through his day, and he's a really special guy. And those films where we're just following someone through their day, showing their unique stories, is just amazing. So, and I guess I'd like to bring you in and kind of talk about maybe why Slam Dance got involved with Fusion Doc Challenge and what you're excited about with it.
I mean, for us, it was very easy to relate to the Doc Challenge. Our filmmakers are all very independent. They go out and do it themselves, and it's all low budget, and it's just a very, very easy way for us to expand that family and have more filmmakers that go out and do it by themselves and with very little money and very little time, and just they give us great results and inspiring films. And so, yeah, we just wanted to make sure that we have more filmmakers like that in Park City this year.
Yeah, we appreciate you being the premier festival for Fusion Doc Challenge, and I was excited about Slam Dance because I've always heard great stories coming out of Slam Dance, and it seems that festival seems more relatable to me as an independent filmmaker, and a little bit more accessible, but yet the same great successes that we see come out of Park City every January. Like, I'm thinking of Mad Hot Ballroom, for example. I loved that film, and it's such a great Slam Dance story, as well as some of the other great independent filmmakers that got the start at your film festival. So we're excited about the opportunities that Slam Dance brings our filmmakers.
Yeah, we're very excited too. It's just, it's wonderful to have all these filmmakers that are just starting their careers, and years later you see they've done such big things, and they've gone so far, and it's just so amazing to see everything starting.
Absolutely. And those of you listening in, if you have questions or you want to say anything, especially Amanda, I wanted to ask you a question, Amanda, if you're still there. You know, what I know that you just came off making your film for Fusion Doc Challenge this week. And you can kind of tell me the value that Fusion Doc Challenge has for you and what it's done for your career, and then I'll just read your answer. She says, I'm very excited about this challenge being at Slam Dance, loves that film festival.
Thank
So you kind of tell us a little bit about how Slam Dance has affected your career. I'll just go ahead and say a little bit of the background with my crew. I never say his name right. I'm so sorry. But so Amanda, Luke Ware is the producer, and he's been a producer making Doc Challenge films for a couple of years now, several years. And last year, Amanda directed his film, and they won the audience awards for Best Film in Doc Challenge, and so they won $1,000 for that at theaudienceawards.com. But then their film, they submitted it to Seattle Film Festival, and they won Best Short Film. And so now they are Oscar eligible. And so that was super exciting for us. That was a huge win for their team. And so we're excited that they'll be competing again in Fusion Doc Challenge.
Nice.
Let's see. It looks like there's another one here. Sorry. Julianne, is there anything you want to add?
Well, I think the two films that you're also talking about today, My Karu and the one about Joel, Romeo. You know, I think what's your final number that you send to the judges? 10 or 12 films? Is that right? Do you send 10 or?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So this is how judging works. We get all of our films, and we have about 30 to 40 judges that see every film at least 4 times. And then those are narrowed down. Generally, last year it ended up being like that there were 20 really great films. I mean, really great. And the top 12 were extremely hard to determine. But we get it down to the top 12, and then they're passed on to our sponsors. So you only see 12 of the films that we think are the best that have been judged, and then you choose the winning films from that.
Well, I was really impressed at the diversity of subject matter, and you know, it's such a tough choice being a judge, and you know, you mentioned The Hammer and Nails, like, oh God, yeah, that was another great one, and I love the way that one was shot. So, you know, I think it's really important for people who are interested in doing the challenge, or they're in the middle of it, or they're, you know, to watch the films that have been, you know, selected as finalists or winners. That's always an important thing to do, I think, just to see at the level at which people are working at, and to aspire to that. You know, there's such poignancy, and you can go so deep in just a short time, and that's what I appreciate about all these finalists. You know, they feel like a real look into something I didn't know about, and you know, I was surprised with like Bruise Ballet. Like, I hate wrestling. Like, that is not a personal preference of mine, and I know I'm always, usually when I'm judging, it's like you can't help it, but you're drawn to the subjects that you really like, you know, and you kind of favor those. But for me, like, Bruise Ballet was so well done that it made me love that subject, you know. It made me love wrestling and that woman, and so.
Yeah, she was so passionate about it. Amanda, I'm going to ask you another question to answer, so you have time to write it out, and then I'll read the answer that you've given me to your last question. But the question I want to ask you right now is, what do you do, what does your team do to prepare for that 8 a.m. go day? How do you get ready and put subjects together so that you know you have a quality character and topic at 8 a.m. when you're set to go? So before I had asked Amanda the value of the Doc Challenge for her, and she said the challenge has definitely given me a space and time to create documentaries, meaning that when you have to work, you often don't take the time. But when you have just 5 days, you can take the time and get it done. And then she says, and sometimes you're invited to take part in projects, but you know the team and who they are and that you can make movies together and be proud of your products. And then to have the reward of those 30 to 40 judges selecting yours. Wow. So that's the value for Amanda. I just want to point out a couple of more tips for filmmakers, and we'll wait on Amanda's response, and then maybe we'll wrap up. Unless if anyone else has questions, go ahead and ask them. So what happens with Fusion Doc Challenge is you get to pick your 5 days. I think we have about 19 days left that you can compete. You sign up at theaudienceawards.com/Doc Challenge, and you can fill in all of your information, and then you log back in at 8 a.m. the time that you selected, the day that you selected, not the time. It's always 8 a.m. your time. And then you get the theme, which is something like behind the curtain or subculture, and then you get a choice of 2 genres. And so you pick one genre and you pick the theme and you start filming and you complete your 4 to 7 minute documentary, not including titles in your intro card, and then you submit it online. It all happens online. If you are chosen as one of the filmmakers to screen at Slam Dance and Big Sky Documentary Film Festival, then we will let you know, of course, and you'll have to submit a full res file. But when you're uploading to our site, you want to just do like a scaled down version so that it will play and be nice for the judges. All the judges judging happens online at our site, and then we'll let people know probably mid-December if they're going to, or as soon as we can if they're going to Slam Dance. The top 12 films will go to Slam Dance and premiere there. We're going to host an opening weekend party, which we're super excited about, and that'll be fun. Each team that gets to go gets 2 filmmaker badges to attend Slam Dance. And then the films will go on to the Big Sky Documentary Film Festival in Missoula, Montana, where we're based in February. And Big Sky is a great festival as well. It is definitely just like Slam Dance. It is a filmmakers festival. There's a doc shop. You can pitch other projects and sign up for that. And you get filmmaker badges to come to Big Sky as well. Big Sky is the biggest documentary film festival west of the Mississippi, so it's a great festival to attend. And then what's really cool and what we're super excited about with Fusion Doc Challenge, besides you getting to choose the 5 days that you want to compete, is that the top 20 films will get a licensing deal with Fusion Network, and so those will be on their channel, and so you can get a television deal out of it, which is absolutely exciting. Amanda just responded, and I'll just read this. The way that they prepare for Fusion Doc Challenge and those 5 days is that they have a meeting to discuss some ideas that would, whoa, where did it go? That would fit into the categories that we know we could be given, and we check if subjects will be available when we need them. That's a huge one. And make sure that our team can be available. So available subjects and available team. A side note from Amanda, she's excited to attend Big Sky for the first time this winter because her film from 2014 will be here. We're excited to have you, Amanda. You're welcome to stay at my house. You don't have to spend money on a hotel. I have lots of rooms, so if you're coming to Big Sky, let me know. You can stay with me, and we will find housing for you in Missoula. That goes for any filmmakers who are coming into town to come to Big Sky. That's an open invitation. Amanda asks, if you're selected for the top 20 that Fusion distributes, can we also enter our film into other film festivals during the 18 months? Absolutely. Your film festival can go to other film festivals, but it can't be online, and it can't be on other networks. And then I saw another question pop up from Denise. Denise, thank you. Denise says the challenge has definitely given me a space and time to create documentaries. Oh, wait, that's Amanda. Sorry.
I was like, that sounds familiar.
Oh, actually, Denise is the one who asked about the film being selected for the top 20. Sorry about that. I see that now. So, yes, that is. And we have another one. Sweet. Okay, I guess y'all are seeing that, too, if you have your Q&A up. Let me just go through these real quick. Are there any other questions? Another change with Doc Challenge this year, we say that we give a filmmaker team 5 days to make a film, but yet we were closing at midnight, which is not a full 5 days. So we're now giving filmmakers the whole 120 hours. So you get your assignment at 8 a.m. on your given day, and it has to be submitted by 8 a.m. So it gives you one more all-nighter to get that film in, which I think is probably
So the entries will be even better now.
exactly. I think 8 hours when you only have 5 days to make an awesome film is really important.
That's a big percentage.
That's right. Okay, well, oh, Denise says it's repeating my questions. That's okay. Cool. All right, well, thank you guys for joining us. If there's nothing else, I think we'll wrap it up. This has been really great, and I appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for doing what you do.
Available on our YouTube channel, so if you want to share it or promote it in any way, you can find it there as it was recorded and live.
Great.
All right, well, Dana, I'll see you in January.
Yes.
Joanne, I hope to see you this year at Hot Docs.
Yeah. Okay.
And for our 10-year anniversary.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, one more thing. Amanda says they took advantage of those extra hours. I knew they'd help. All right, thanks, guys. It was awesome. Appreciate it.
Okay. Take care. Bye.